Hi, it's Stacey here from the treatment room at 152. I am here today because I've had obviously lots of people worried about the fact that they can't come in for their brow appointments. And with lots of you, I've been working for quite some time to get the perfect brow, or we are in the process of creating your perfect brow, and you're worried that obviously it may come to the point where you need to pluck them and you don't want to ruin what we've been doing. Fair enough. So for lots of you, it won't matter, and you'll be wondering why people are worried about their eyebrows in times like these. We can stay home, it doesn't matter how unruly our brows get. But for other people, they're key workers, they're essential workers, they're still out and about, and in times like these, I honestly think that if there's something that's going to make us feel better, then we should do it, and for a lot of people, it comes down to their brows. So this is not a makeup lesson in any way, shape or form. What I'm about to show you isn't how I would want you to colour your eyebrows in. But what I'm going to do is give you a guide of what you can and cannot pluck, because it's really important that we don't start undoing any of the work that we've previously done. So for instance, I'm going to be using these two. So this is like a pomade and a eyebrow brush. You can use a pencil, you can use powder, you can use anything that you would normally use to make up your brows. But we're not going to make them up as usual. We're going to make them up ridiculous, really. We're going to make them too big. We're going to make them too much. I've gone for quite a dark colour so that I can show you on the video how to do it. So I've got my main mirror here. I'm in my little beauty room upstairs. My husband made me a lovely little desk with lights for me to do my makeup. So I'm going to be looking in the mirror to do the initial parts because it's a little bit odd when you're looking in the camera. So what I've done is I've just put a load of the pomade on my brush, and I'm just going to start at the front, and what I'm going to do is from where I want my brow to start. Now I know a lot of us have been working of growing these in, so it's going to be difficult for some more so than others. So as a guide, I'm just going to say from the tear duct. We're not going to say from the bridge of the nose because that's going to feel really far in for some of you. But from the tear duct, we're just going to go straight up, and we're just going to do a line. And so I'll do the opposite here, and we're going to do a line. As I said, I used a very dark colour for you to be able to see it on the screen. This is not something shape or colour-wise that I would advise for eyebrows. I'm then going to come across, and I'm going to just sort of come across and do myself a line, and that line's going to go up on an angle. It's not going to follow my eyebrows. We're not going to be following the shape of the eyebrow that's there. We're going to be going up from it. And you can see there's like a gap there. That gap is because I don't have an arch there. As you can see, my brow curves. I do have hair there, it's vellus hair, but I haven't tinted it since before my operation, which has been quite a few weeks, and when you've got white hair like me, that fades very quickly. So what I've done is quite a thick line going right across the top, and then I'm going to do the same coming underneath, but I'm going to stick quite close to my shape. But as you can see, if you've got no shape, you will have some sort of guide as to how you normally pencil them in day to day, or you will at least have some idea of how I draw them. So then I'm just going to join these two lines up. Now, anything that has the brown on it, you can colour in the whole brow if you want. I'm going to, just to give you an idea. Anything that's got brown on it, any hairs that have been covered by that brown, we're not going to pluck. I'm going to do the other brow as well, because I'm going to do it actually in the mirror like I said I was going to, so that you've got more of an idea, because that one's probably a little bit too extreme. And obviously this is for my eyebrow, not yours, so it's going to feel very bizarre trying to find your don't go area. And what you'll probably find is that you'll get your shape, and then maybe a good 2 or 3 mil around the outside. So now this looks utterly ridiculous, I'm fully aware. But this is your don't pluck area, because not that I would make your eyebrows ever this big with any of the hair that you can grow in the area. But these are hairs that we can live with. These are hairs that, you know, possibly up here are going to grow in and create my arch here. This under here, there may be some hairs that are dotted along this line that if we pluck them, they're going to leave a gap in the middle of the brow hair. And that's when we end up feeling a little bit all over the place and a little bit gappy. So the idea is to make sure that we're not going anywhere near the shape we're trying to create. I'm just going to neaten up that one so that you can see a little bit more. Because then what you can do is you can get your tweezers and you can pluck, you know, all these fuzzy ones that people get here, these up underneath the arch here, just to sort of re-establish that shape for you, so that when you are putting your makeup on, you feel like you've got a little bit more of a definition in that shape. This looks quite hilarious, but these are where I just wouldn't pluck. I would pluck hair, but anything in here, this would give me an arch. I might have a hair that grows here, that brush down into the arch. Then when I'm doing my makeup, I use those hairs to connect it, which give me my arch. So yes, that's the idea, is that you basically draw on your eyebrows and then add an extra 2 to 3 mil around that shape and do not pluck it. It's not going to be as neat as when you come in, it's not going to be as tidy. Obviously it's lacking the tint that you would normally use as well, but it's going to give you a chance of not undoing the work that's been being done to create the shape that we've been creating. If you've got any particular questions, if you've done this and then you come back to me and say, oh, I don't know, there's still a hair here, it feels like it's completely out of place to me, then just drop me a message and I'll help you wherever possible. I'm also happy to answer any picture messages if you want to send them to me. But your first protocol is draw in the shape and then pluck around anything around that if you have to. If you can leave them, just imagine how amazing your eyebrows will be when you come back from that first appointment and we tint it all and we just wax all that excess away, and they're going to be left with this pristine, beautiful brow at the end of it. I hope you're all keeping well. I hope this video helps. Like I said, any problems, send me a message, send me a picture, and I will help you as much as possible via Messenger. Take care, people. Bye.